everyone, Bungo Bob here again, and we are at Land's End Fishery today. You've probably seen there at the start, I was just flicking a rig around. I did see one or two fish off to my right. I did try to mug them, and no go. I put it on the nose of a couple, and they were just totally and utterly uninterested. There wasn't that many there, and I did have to sort of wait a little while to sort of spot one and try and put it on their noses, as I say, but it was no go really. So we're right across now. We've got two lines across we've plumbed up, same depth, same rig. This one's slightly off to the left, which is, as you can see, nearly 17 metres. And we're fishing little pellets. Already I've seen Tom up on peg 1, which is like a corner peg, sort of the end of the island, so you've got a bit more open water. And I've already looked round, so I can see him up through the gaps between the islands off to my right. And he's mugged several fish already. I think there's quite a lot of fish up there. When I walked down earlier before the match, I sort of seen quite a few there. But fair play to him, he does it very well, to be honest. So here's our first fish of the match. We're on Match Lake today. Only 16 of us. 16 of us all on Match Lake. So quite tight. 16 on here, to be honest. But I don't mind it. I always think it makes it fairly fair. I always feel you can frame from anywhere anyway. Not been here since September, the 3-day festival. Really enjoyed that. 3-day festival, you fished the Specimen Lake, the Match Lake, and lake number 3, which is called John Waters Lake. There's a section on each lake every day over the 3 days, and I think I had a 5th on this lake on the first day, which is a bit disappointing. I sort of thought, oh, that's it, I've sort of gone. But then I won John Water Lake and I won Specie Lake, and I ended up 4th overall, which was okay. I was quite happy with that considering the start I had. The year before I was hoping to win it, because the year before I had won it, but it just wasn't to be. First fish, not massive, but hey, we're off the mark, so it's fine. All good. It's a carp, lovely jubbly. Not in love with Steve Seeger, just 'cause we keep fishing together. So we're on our second line now, which is kind of straight in front of us, as you can see, and we're just up behind the 16-metre section. I did originally have the short dolly butt out, as you can see, for that, but because I needed the 17-metre or 17.5-metre section on for the left-hand side line, I just kept it on. And there's a lot of stockies in here. They put a lot of fish in here, and it's give it a year or two, and it's going to be tremendous. We've got a lot of little stocky F1s. There's little tench, little crusions. Yeah, so a couple of years and it's going to be really good. I think they'll make the Winter League interesting as well. I'm trying to get in on the Winter League, as long as the dates doesn't clash with anything else. I think it'll be terrific. So I think they'll make all the difference, those little fish. It's a long way to go to catch a small fish, but I'm looking around, apart from Tom up there bagging on the old mugging rig, no one's really catching at all. Nigel to my left is catching a few silvers. And Pete Nurse to my right is catching the odd F1 and a very odd carp, the same as me. And as you can see there, when we hook that fish, we're fishing so long, we're just lifting into them, just really gently lifting. If you strike at that distance using such a light float and fishing so shallow, you're just going to be in a bit of a pickle. Tangles, etc. We're using grey hydro. We're catching the amount of little F1s we are. We're not really bagging on them, but we are catching a fair few, and I have had a couple come off. Sort of cut that out, cut quite a bit of the time out, obviously, and it's made me realise. I think come next weekend when I'm here for the float only league, and that's why I'm here today. That's why half of the 16 this here are here, to be honest. They're all having a little look for the float only league, and I think, looking at it, if I was on this lake, I think I'd probably fish white hydro across. That might seem really light for the carp, but you've got time. I don't think the weights are going to be massive, and I think it's just better for those F1s, to be honest. So we've got a fish a little bit better than a little F1 now. None of the carp we caught on the day were big. I've also plumbed up those two lines across, as you can see. Also that mugging rig for just sort of flicking around, and I've plumbed up my left and my right edge as well, and the short meat line in front. Lovely place, Land's End. Nice thing is about it down here is just you don't hear any traffic or anything. It's down at sort of Wedmore on the Somerset levels, so just lovely, really quiet, really nice fishery. And it's ran and owned by the Dart Supremo Gary Anderson. Nice chap, and his lady Sharon often does the breakfast and that for us. We do like a breakfast. So more little F1s. As I say, it does seem a long way to go in and out for them, but nobody's catching anything. So as usual, we're on our little size 20 Guru hook, our little LWG PTFE size 20 eyed hook, little Drennan latex, pure latex microband, and 014. But looking at it, like I say, I think I could have fished white hydro, possibly even 012. I don't know if it would have made any difference. I wish I'd put it on really and tried it on the day, just so to get it out of my head before the match next week. But it's all right. They do seem to like it on the settle. You know, you sort of lift and drop it, and they do seem to like that pellet on the settle for sure. You can sit it there and just wait, and it will go, but it's quicker on that settle for sure. I think I possibly could have had sort of cab pot on where I was sort of drip feeding it pellets, if that makes sense. So all the time you're just dripping in 2 or 3 pellets and then lifting, dropping, 2 or 3 pellets, lifting, dropping. But at the same time, I'm quite conscious I'm really trying to catch carp, but there wasn't many. There wasn't many across on the day at all. So few F1s, 2 skinny carp across, a few F1s, and now down the edges. Small carp now, but very welcome. Didn't really catch any of the big carp that used to frequent this lake. Used to have a lot of fish around the sort of £6 to £9 bracket. There are doubles as well, of course, but didn't catch any of them on the day. And the edges, we're fishing 018. Might seem a bit heavy for the size of fish, but it's quite rooty. There's a lot of trees and foliage and things, as you can see on the picture there. That's a little strip of island, that is, and you can see the anglers on the other side. And basically, they got the same sort of reach to the island. Slightly shorter, actually, that side. I'd say it's more sort of 14.5 to 16 meters. This side's definitely sort of 16 meters, I'd say. Some of the pegs on the Specie Lake are longer than that. You'll be using a full 17 on the Specie Lake. In Tony's float only next week, all 3 lakes will be in, so you could be fishing 17 meters on some of them pegs. So it's been quite a tough day, and I do wonder what is fishing like in other areas of the country, and you know, if you've got fisheries near you and it's fishing much the same, let me know, because certainly around here, everywhere seems a little bit tough at the moment. A lot of fish just sort of cruising after spawning or thinking about spawning, and it's all, you know, that time of year, isn't it? And they're all a little bit lethargic, really. But pleased to catch a few fish, and we do pick up again today, so that's nice. Been doing that the last few matches, so I do feel like a little bit of form's coming back, so let's hope so. Don't want to speak too soon, fingers crossed. Speak to you all again soon.